All right, bottom of the seventh, 8-1 Cardinals. Not a very exciting game, but you get a chance to chit chat a lot. Just popped a bunch of anti-inflammatories and some pain medicine as well, aspirin for thinning the blood, and I'm ready to roll here. Take a little break, get some physical therapy, and it's gonna be Lindemann. Lindemann is 1 for 3 today, flat out. He singled, he grounded out. Also, he singled and reached to base on a McReynolds error, scored a run there. And it's a new pitcher for the Mets. It's going to be Doug Sisk. He's a right-hander. Here's the pitch, playing Strat-O-Matic. It's 6, it's off Sisk. He's a righty. And a 3 is a single. Nope, it's a line out to shortstop, L6. So it's 1 to 10 on singles, and we keep on rolling high. Next up is Terry Pendleton. I don't want to drop any dice because then that's going to be a problem. He was 1 for 3, he singled in the second, ground to the pitcher and lined out to the left fielder McReynolds. And so he's 1 for 3 today. And here's a pitch from Sisk. That's a 1 and a 5. Sisk is a right-hander, and a 5 is a fly ball. Right field over is Strawberry. Strawberry settles under it, makes the grab for out number 2. In the bottom of the seventh here, 8-1 Cardinals. And it's Steve Lake. Lake has had a pretty good day. He's been on base all 3 times, singled, homered, 2-home run homer, and he walked. Pitch from Sisk. Again, it's on Lake's card. The 2 is a column with a 3, and that's line ripped to short. And right there, Santana. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Mets can't get anything going against Tudor. Tudor's been lights out today in this replay 1987 April replay game. I'm replaying using this Strat-O-Matic PC game. And who's going to be up? It's going to be Dave Magadan. He's batted before. He's lined out, and he's facing Tudor. Right, and here's Magadan. It's going to be off Tudor. Magadan is a lefty, a 5 with an 8, and that's a strikeout.
It's on me, John. How much are we paying?
Hold on a second.
You didn't want money.
I don't know what happened. The TV just came on.
To who?
Local.
I don't know how that happened. Weird. Let's stop it. There we go. Powering off. All right. So what did I say it was? It was a 5 with an 8. That's a strikeout. So curveball gets Magadan. Not really a great hitter against lefties, but that's what we got. Mookie Wilson, switch hitter, pitch from Tudor. That's a 4. That's he's batting righty. So a 4 and a 5, and that's a drive in the gap, and that's gonna fall in there and roll to the wall for a double. That is Mookie Wilson's second hit of the game. He's on at second. Tim Tuffle is up next. Some action in the bullpen. And point of weakness is the 6th inning. We're already in the 8th inning. Try to get a complete game out of him. It's going to be a 3 against the lefty, a 3 and a 6. And that is a drive. That's going to be over the left fielder's head. And 1 hop off the wall. Digging for second is Tuffle, and he picks up an RBI. The Mets pick up a run. 8-2 with 1 out here at the top of the 8th. Next is Keith Hernandez. Pitch from Tudor. That is a 3 and a 5, and that's a drive in the gap. That's going to split the outfielders and roll to the wall. Another run comes in, and that, my friends, is going to be it for Tudor. Mets have picked up 3 consecutive doubles, and it's 8-3 now. He's allowed 4 in 2 innings, so he's out. So the Mets finally get to Tudor. Finally. And let's see if we can reach some of these guys. I don't have a lot of mobility here. So it's a struggle. Where did I do with the... Ouch. Yeah, it's a full hip replacement game. David Cohn and Keith Hernandez both had this surgery done, and it made a huge difference. Cohn was a little happier than I think he had stronger meds than Keith Hernandez did. All right, so I'm struggling with the. Where's my players for the Cardinals? I got the Mets players. Ouch. Let me see if I can find the Cardinal players put in the box up here. And what happened to the Cardinal players? Okay, found them. And we got a new pitcher coming in. Let's see who we got to come in. Look for somebody that's got a lot of appearances, because you know he was with the Danny Cox had no, Danny Cox, I believe he was a starter relief. Bill Dawley. He had 97 innings pitched. We're going to bring in Dawley to finish this off. So Dawley comes in, and he will be facing Carter and then Strawberry. Carter's 0 for 3, reached on an error. So Dawley, let's write him in. Tudor goes 7 1/3. Oh, 7.1. And here goes Gary Carter against Bill Dawley, the right-hander pitch. That's a 5 off Dawley. A 5 and a 3 is a ball 4. So the Mets with 1 out have runners on first and second. Next is Darryl Strawberry. Dawley checks in with Lake for the sign and deals. That's a 5 off Dawley and a 10. He's a lefty. 5 and a 10, and that's a drive. That's going to get another run in. 8-4 now. Stopping at second is Strawberry. Stopping at third is Carter. So yes, we had a 10 there on that 5 against the lefty, and that is a double. And the score is 8-4 now. So the Mets have quickly, in the last 2 innings, cut the lead in half. This is what I was talking about. They have a very explosive offense. Here comes Kevin McReynolds. Bill Dawley checks in with Lake, sets and deals. And that's off Dawley again. A 6. This time he's a righty. A 6 and a 5. And that's a fly to center field. C. Let's see what happens with that. C. Runner advances 1 base. So runner on third, I think, advances 1 base. And that's C, right? Oh, no, I look at ground ball. C. Runners hold. Batter is out on a fly out. Runners hold. Okay. So it's a fly out to center 2-way. Second and third for the Mets with 2 outs. Here they trail by 4 runs. 8-4. And here is the pitcher's spot. And we're going to bring up somebody to pinch hit. Obviously. Let's grab the Mets and see what we got. Len Dykstra. Going to bring in Len Dykstra. And we may go to a lefty in the bullpen. So Dykstra is going to come in to pinch hit. 9, pinch hitter. Comes in 8th, actually. I should write 8. So Len Dykstra is going to bat with second and third. Mets trailing. So the tying run is on deck. And that is Santana. Let's see if we have a lefty in the bullpen for the Cards that can cancel out the Dykstra advantage. Let's see, starter, Cox is a starter, Conroy is a starter. Oquendo, the shortstop. He's the next Met. Pena, of course. These are batters. John Morris, Greg Matthews. He's a pitcher. Long. He's a lefty pitcher, actually. Okay, so here. Greg Matthews is going to come in. Let's see what kind of season he had. He had 198 innings pitched. But wait a second, is he a starter? Yeah, he's a starter. Joe McGrain, he's a lefty. And McGrain is a starter. I have him as a starter as well. Oh, okay, here's Todd Worrell. I think he was the main guy, right? He was the main guy. Todd Worrell, 95 innings pitched, so he's gonna, but is he a lefty? No, he's a righty. I want to bring a lefty in here, but it doesn't look like I have one that I can bring in. Randy O'Neill, Lee Tunnell. Rick Horton is a lefty. Oh, can bring him in. Rick Horton pitched 125 innings. He is a reliever, so it works. Relief. Okay, so Horton's going to come in to pitch to Dykstra. Dolly, what did he do? He got an out, 1/3 of an 8.1. All right, like Dykstra with 2 men on, the tying run is on deck. Try to get that there. And here's a pitch from Rick Horton. All right, that's going to be off Dykstra. He's a lefty, so it's a 2 with a 9, and that's going to be a double, which is going to clear the bases. A bases clearing double to right, pulls one down the line into the corner. Playing it out of the corner is Lindemann, but 2-run score. 2-run pinch hit double for Lenny Dykstra. So the matchup backfires against the Cardinals, and now it is Santana up. Against Rick Horton. Santana righty. Here's a pitch. And that is a 1 and a 5 against the lefty, excuse me, a 1 and a 5. And that is a pop-up. Right side. First baseman Clark. He's there, and that is out number 3. So Santana makes the 3rd out of the inning, but the Mets come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs. 5 runs, and that's 8-6 the score as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. So this has become an exciting game after a game I thought it was just simply a blowout. All of a sudden the Mets are right back in there, just like I predicted. So I do know what I'm talking about every so often. All right, we're going to have a pinch hitter here for the Cardinals. And the Mets are going to have to they're going to get a new pitcher as well. All right, and who's it going to be? Jesse Orosco's going to come in. So Orosco, the lefty, will face most likely a righty. Let's grab a righty from the bench for the Cards. See who we have there. Got Danny Cox. Danny Cox. They have a lot of the bats. Oh no, he's a pitcher. Let's find the batter. So hold on a second. Okay, we got Pena. We got Jose Oquendo. Let's bring in Tony. I don't want to use the catcher. Tom Pagnosi. Tom Pagnosi, 45 at bats. He didn't play very much, so he's probably not even available. Morris. John Morris, a right fielder. And he had 157 at bats. I'll say he is available, so he's going to pitch hit. So Jay Morris, pinch hitter. And here's the pitch from Jesse Orozco. Winds and deals. That's a 3 against a right-hander. Right. Oh no, John Morse is a lefty. Hold on a second. Timeout. Let's call him back. You don't want to. We're looking for a right-hander. I'm just gonna go with Tony Pena because it looks like I have like a ton of lefties on the bench. I have Dreesen, I have Lance Johnson, I have Kurt Ford. They're all lefties. Greg Matthews, he's a pitcher. Gray is a pitcher. Ted Worrell, he's gonna be pitching next inning. I believe he's the closer. I believe Worrell is the closer. All right, so we're just gonna have to go with. We can go with Okendo. We can go with. I don't think Pagnazzi's around. I'm gonna go to Tony Pena. Tony Pena, I know, is a righty. All right, so we'll leave this. We're using up our catcher here, so we're gonna get rid of. That guy didn't bother to look, and I should have. Now we're going to bring in Tony Pena. He will bat. And I think, did I roll? I'll roll again. Pitch from Orozco. It's a 5 off of Orozco. He's a righty, a 5 and a 7, and that is ground ball second base with a 20. I'm using this other chart now. Ground ball second base. Who's at second base for me? It's Tuffle. Tuffle, I believe, is what, a 3? Or a 2? Tuffle is a 4 at second base. Terrible second baseman with that 20. And that's going to be, oh, he makes the play. Ground ball B. All right, so it's 4-3, 1 away. Now to the top of the order, Vince Coleman. Coleman reached out an error, has made 3 outs. In addition, and here's Coleman against Jesse Orozco. And that is a 3 against the lefty with a 6 with a 7. That's ball 4. And there he goes, and he steals second. Just use that 11. And Ozzie Smith is up next. Ozzie Smith, that's a 6. Ozzie Smith's a switch hitter, batting righty, and an 8. That's a big strikeout, so gets him with the slider. And that's 2 away now here in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 8-6 Cardinals. Mets have come back with 6 runs, 5 in the 8th and 1 in the 7th. And here is Tommy Herr with a runner in scoring position. Pitch from Orozco. And that is a 3 and an 8. And that is bounced to third. Nice play by Magadan. Fires to first on target. And that retires the side. So the Mets had maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs in that inning. On 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And there was no runs, no hits here in the bottom of the 8th. We go to top of the 9th. Last licks for the Mets. They're down by 2. Todd Worrell will be coming in. He will be facing Magadan. Let's grab Morel. So it turned out to be a pretty good game in the end. All right. Todd Worrell, I believe he's the closer from memory. Either way, he's coming in. He's a right-hander. And Worrell right here. He will face Magadan. Then the top of the order, Wilson and Tuffle. Let's do it. Todd Worrell in there. It's going to be against a righty. It's a 1. a 1 with an 8, and that is line base hit to left. So Magadan starts us off with a single. That brings a tying run to second base, to the plate, excuse me. And Mookie Wilson's up. Todd Worrell checks in with Lake, sets and deals. And that is a 4, so that'll be off Worrell. He's a switch hitter, so it'll be he'll bat lefty. And we're looking at a 10, and that's going to be a catcher X rating with a 14. Catcher Lake. What is Lake here? Maybe Lake can give us a fastball or something. All right, what is Lake? Lake is a 2 catcher. Let me roll a 14. 2 catcher on a 14 is a pass ball and a foul out. So moving to second on a pass ball is Magadan, and that's an FO2 for Wilson. Pops it up, and right there is Lake to put it away. Okay, so now it's Tim Tuffle is up. Tuffle today is doubled and walked, so he's contributed. Tim Tuffle against Todd Worrell with the Tim Tuffle is the tying run, by the way. So home run here ties the game. 8. That's going to be 5. He is a righty. A 5 with a 9, and that is a ground ball, second base C. So that's going to allow the runner to go to third. And here comes Keith Hernandez, the Keith Hernandez. Keith Hernandez today is doubled, lined out, and hit into a fielder's choice and struck out. So he's 1 for 4. And he's a lefty hitter. Todd Worrell checks in with Lake, sets and deals. Hernandez is tying run at the plate. Home run here ties it. And that's a 4 against a lefty, a 4 and a 6, and struck him out. Ball game is over. Keith Hernandez not happy. Gets called out on strikes. Looks at the umpire. Just disagrees. Man, that's the ball game. Final score is St. Louis 8, Mets 6. Played a little Strat-O-Matic, which is nice. A little comfort food, if you will, for the soul and for the body here. During my second day out of surgery for a total hip replacement, which is going to improve my quality of life exponentially. And this is, of course, been, verified multiple times. And David Cohn and Keith Hernandez have had the same surgery. They required it as well. Cohn has had problems with his hip arthritis in his 40s. He retired at 40 years old for hip arthritis. And that's eventually what took me down. So that's it. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. This is Tony Porter. I hope you enjoyed watching a fun game with the Mets coming back and, being right there at the end. They're basically brought up the tying run multiple times here in the last inning against Todd Worrell, but Todd Worrell was able to strike out Keith Hernandez to end the game. Did a great job, and that's about it, my friends. So remember to like and subscribe, and join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group and all its affiliated groups. Got about 7 other groups there. And I will see you guys soon. Take care.